Since sometime in May, I believe around in the middle of May, I have been massively stalked and harassed and had all these LARPs pulled and have had people trying to cause accidents when I'm driving. And this video is just about a very small component of it. Yesterday, I went to REI to buy a light to replace one that wasn't working. And I had somebody in the parking lot try to cause an accident. I do have the woman's license plate number. There's no identification on the cargo trailer she was pulling. And there were what I call observers that were involved in that, because when they cause a false accident, then they have these witnesses that are there that are on the same page and tell what didn't happen instead of what did happen. So last night, I was parked and somebody showed up with a big ass semi truck and parked up from me, and then proceeded, when I went for a walk, they waited until then to take a bunch of stuff out of the truck and put it on the street. This is like 10 p.m. or something. And then when I came back by, I said, "Who are you going to deliver that to? Everything is closed." And they said, "Oh, we have a client that likes us to deliver away from the downtown area, and uh, he's going to come and pick it up." And I remembered that this has happened before. Quite some time after they unloaded the stuff, a man with a very large black car showed up, and rather than park on the side of the street, decided to park in the middle of the street and turn on his emergency flashers, which the lights on his car were huge, and the car was right in front of my car. And so I already had cameras running because I knew this was going to be a LARP, aka a shit show, run by the Rivershore Development Corporation and their contractor, Deep Six, and the city of Boise, along with the Boise Police Department. They're all involved in this crap. So I got video of that, which I will put at the end of this one because I haven't processed that and published it yet. Tonight, when I went to park, I was only going to park for one night. So there is a food truck parklet next to the Shoreline Park, which is a tactic of development corporations to control the space to keep homeless people from being there. They aren't just controlling the space of the parklet. They're doing everything they can to keep the homeless people out of the whole park. And by the way, this is also happening at Ann Morrison Park. And I'm not sure about Julia Davis because I'm not there very often. This harassment has actually been going on for many years, but it got better during the COVID lockdown, and then it took a while for it to get worse again, and it's now unbelievable. And I'm starting to wonder if Mayor McLean has sold her soul to the devil to get reelected. But it is targeting me massively. I've been put in danger over the years. People have bashed my window out. People have threatened me. People have tried to bash my window out. A man was allowed to kick my car. The police stood down. The police gaslighted me. I've been run out of an apartment. I'm a good tenant. I wasn't the problem. I was run out of a room that I rented. I wasn't the problem. This is all, I'm not even sure what the hell their rationale is, but it's people wanting to run me out of the city. And apparently the city hall is involved in this. And I know without a doubt the police department is involved in this. And certainly the development corporation is. Because I have AgriBeef affiliated corporation video of them doing a LARP to harass me, and lots of other things. So tonight I ran around running errands. It's very difficult for me to do lots of things. I get harassed if I go to a laundromat. I get harassed in grocery stores. And I wear cameras. That's how bad it is. Today I had cameras on both sides of my cars. I'm having to do that. I keep having to buy more cameras. It's a very disgusting and dangerous city. So today I come to park, and I'm only parking for one night, and the food trucks don't usually arrive till around like 11 o'clock when they open or whatever. And so I was just planning on leaving. I'm close to the park, and I have a right to park close to the goddamn park. I have a right to park wherever the fuck I want to, that it's legal for me to park. But the police department and the city give me false parking tickets and then sabotage my appeals. And the prosecutor sabotaged my ability to go to the one charge that the guy that kept kicking my car got. There should have been multiple charges, but no, he's probably working for them. So tonight I go to park, which I did. There were people still leaving from the parklet, and then people walking by and stuff, and then a car comes and does this little turnaround thing, and they use red cars for harassment. And then somebody shows up just as I'm thinking I'm going to go for a walk before it gets dark, and turns their car backwards, is parked illegally, and turns on these flashing lights like what happened the night before. And like I said, I will put a little bit of what happened the night before at the end. Food truck leaving, red car comes and does a turnaround by my car. Camera off, and then in a very short time, this shit started. That's not a parking area. You can't park there. Because there's got to be an asshole, and I don't think he has a license plate on his vehicle either. No, I don't think he does. Where's my body camera? Because I'm going to go for a walk now. I was going to wait a while and go in a few minutes, but I think now I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to use my new body camera. Okay, I'm going to leave that one. Get my mask. And I'm going to go for a walk. Yes, I am. And we'll see if we can get a license plate number. That shouldn't be difficult. Look, they're leaving all of a sudden. 5B A5 956. 5B A5 956. Sacks of shit. Giant fucking sacks of shit. Hispanic assholes. I dispersed the bastards using my new body camera. I'm going for a fucking walk. So these guys parked this big ass semi up here. It's like 10 p.m. and I decided I was going to go for a walk. And when I came back, they had put all this stuff out. And I'm like, who the hell are you delivering that to at this late at night? And they said, oh, some guy was going to come and pick it up because he didn't want it delivered in the downtown area. And that's bullshit because this is obvious harassment. So he shows up with this car and starts flashing his emergency flashers instead of moving over. The stuff they have there is not big. It's regular, packages. So he's there for quite some time doing this, and I haven't made the video about this yet, but I'm just putting this in this video because I want it to be known that this is an obvious harassment on both accounts. I have a lot of material that I haven't posted, including from years ago. And I think I need to really work on getting a lot of this stuff posted. I have a lot of recent material, so much that it's very overwhelming. But I'm going to work on getting it posted. These are the most sick, sociopathic, abusive, civil rights violating, lyingest people, and they are sadistic and cruel. And that goes all the way from some of the people in the homeless community, all the way through to the mayor's office. It's really not a safe city, especially if you're a lower income person. And they have this year launched this huge attack on homeless people. You're harassed everywhere you go. You go to the park, they set up all this stuff to block you from just parking your car. And, I put my solar panels on my car and then I sit in my car. If it's really, really hot, I get out a chair and just sit in the shade. I do not understand people that are this demented. A city filled with people like this. They are using psychological warfare tactics on homeless people in Boise, Idaho.